As we study this object, look for where the light is hitting it, as it's giving you clues as to where the planes or the surface details of the apple shift. And you can see there where I've outlined it in green, those are all areas where there's a light shift. So that tells you also that's where the surface of the object changes, it gets flatter or rounder. So an apple, actually being an organic object, has a lot of irregular and wonderful organic detail. So with this drawing, we want to find and really analyze the specific little unusual shifts in the object. And you can see with the green lines I'm plotting here, they very much kind of coil around it as if you're wrapping it in thread or wire. So first, when you start sketching it, I'm using a very light pencil, a 4H pencil, and I'm looking for just the contour lines at first so that I can go back later and explore the cross contour lines. Now the contour lines also are giving you a clue as what the interior shapes of the object are, because they will be very similar. Now I'm coiling those lines and projecting where I think they should be. Where the object bulges out, I'm tending to put a little bit more pressure in and then relaxing my pressure as it drops down to the bottom. But you'll see I'm not generalizing, I'm really looking and trying to see where those lines might follow the form. And I'm looking again to get the horizontal lines, which also follow some of those forms, and wrapping them around almost like a wireframe you would see in a computer animated drawing where it analyzes the shapes. So we can also do this with something more sophisticated like a bell pepper, which has similar but multiple quadrants, so it's basically like 3 or 4 sections to it. But I'm starting in the first by blocking in the contour lines, including the stem, which also indicates the direction that the object is going in. And I'm looking for the biggest, broadest lines to define each of those sections of the bell pepper. And again, those are going to give me clues as to where the cross contour lines are going to fall as well. Now look at those little areas where there's shifts in light, even the more dull parts. And I'm dragging that pencil line across where the bell pepper bulges out, where it gets closest to you, and I'm using a little bit more pressure there. And then in areas that are farther away, a little less pressure. But in any event, I'm looking for where those light indications are to help me, even on the stem. So don't overthink it, and even I preferably use an object that you have with you and literally feel it or run your pencil over the surface so that you can understand how the lines work, as if there was an ant basically crawling over the surface, and that represents your pencil line.